Hey guys, welcome back to Getting Her to Say I Do, my video vlog, tracking me going through the dating process until finding a spouse and a wife. Before I ever meet her, when I meet her, up into us dating, getting engaged, and getting married. You're gonna go through the whole process. This is me trying to figure out how to date in this generation. I have uh, problem, a problem that I didn't know was a problem until I said it out loud. So, we are on this lockdown quarantine thing. For I'm making pizza right now, so I'm gonna get up and go get it whenever the timer goes on. We're on this quarantine thing right now where they're making us stay away from each other, and it's advised for us to stay at least 6 feet away from each other if we're in public, because this is spreading. It's ready because it's spreading. Because this coronavirus is spreading, and so they're on quarantine or lockdown. But I got to, this was 2 weeks ago, maybe a week or a week and a half ago. I went to go visit some of my friends, and so I was thinking, we're on this quarantine thing. People are dying from this, and people getting kind of anxious and making new friends and paying attention to people that they would normally ignore or whatever. And DMs is lighting up and relationships are going. I'm like, man, this would be a great time to have spouse or at least an SO, so I could just chill with them, hang out with them, talk to them, whatever. We don't have to do nothing. We just watch TV, watch movies, and just chill. And I was like, this would be a great time to do this. But this also got me thinking about, like, when you're in a relationship, like when you married and you really love that person, you with them. Are you able to put up with them whenever they get sick? Like, would you be willing to be there with them if they're going through chemo or they get cancer or through a miscarriage or something like that? Would you be able to love them and stay with them oh, my beard looks so good, and stick it out? Oh my goodness, I look so, I don't know what. But to be able to stick it out with them and love on them through all this craziness. So I'm talking to my friends and I was like, hey man, so I'm in this dating thing and I don't know how to date. uh it's crazy, a whole journey. And so, like, basically for me, I see a girl that I like and I start liking her and I crush on her, and then if I get the chance to pursue her or talk to her and figure out what she's about, then cool, and then you kind of build from there. If I never do, then it fizzles out in like a week or 2 weeks. But this is how it goes. I see a girl, I think she's attractive. That's the first gate you get to go through. Second one is, if you are attractive, then you have to have substance. So we have a conversation. We have to talk about something outside of sex, outside of sports. Like, I need to know your mind, your heart, your thoughts, your desires, your passion. Like, do you have substance? Can I have a conversation with you? The third thing is, do you love Jesus? Do you have a committed relationship with Jesus? People say that's backward, that's crazy, blah blah blah. You can love Jesus, and if I'm not attracted to you, I don't want to be with you in a relationship. Or if you love Jesus and you lack substance, no, not gonna happen. You have to have those, and then cool, you love Jesus, that this is a go. We can move forward going through this. But first gate, second gate, third gate. I know it's wrong and it's probably not right, whatever, but I'm a guy. Like, I can't tell if you love Jesus just from looking at you. Like, oh, and I can't tell if you have substance just from looking at you. Like, oh, so like my first thing is, are you physically appealing to me? If you are, then I go further. So I'm talking to them about this, and they're like, oh, that's a problem. That's really a problem. So I have a new crush like every week. Like every week, I find someone, or maybe not every week, but every couple of weeks, I have a crush on somebody else, and it is so bad. So I finished my TV shows that I was watching. I finished The Office. It was difficult to get through, but once I got in, it was amazing. Michael and that lady got engaged, and like, I loved how she went through, and that everybody asked her to marry them, and she said no, and then Michael asked her to marry him, and she said yes. I thought that was the most amazing thing ever. Um, but then I started watching Black Lightning, and there's this girl on there, Nafessa Williams, and she is so fine. Oh my goodness. So I went and checked her out, because you have to have a celebrity crush, and all my celebrity crushes like 50 years old. Like, that's not working anymore. It's just still attractive to be 50. But like, that, yeah, someone my age, someone that, like, yeah, she like 30 years old. She is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Like, perfect. Like, oh, she's so fine. My luck should probably be extreme. Don't say it. But she was so fine. So I'm watching TV show. I'm like, man, she fine. But then I started like looking at her mom like with the short hair, and I've never been attracted. Well, I guess the last girl I talked to had short hair. But like I like girls with long hair. I like girls with pretty well kept hair and stuff like that. And you can have that when you're short. But I've just never been attracted to a woman with short hair. But that like her mom with that short hair and just her facial structure and just how black she is, like not dark black, but just like you can tell she's a sister. She is her mama fine too, and this is my problem. Like I think that everybody's fine. I find something. I know you can have a cute nostril, and I'll just be all, oh, you are so fine. I just think it's just something wrong with me. So every week, every couple of weeks, every whatever, there is a new fine girl that has my attention. I'm absolutely obsessed. I have OCD, so I find this person, meet this person, whatever, and I was completely obsessed. So I found Nafessa Williams. I went and checked her out. She's 30 years old. She's not married to anyone. I was like, cool, but I'm not gonna be a creep and like search all of her stuff because that's weird. I'm not gonna figure everything else like out about her. But she's extremely attractive. So if you're seeing this Nafessa Williams and you want to date just a regular guy, I am your man's. I'm the one. Oh my goodness, like you are fine, like fine. But like there's always a different, like every time I go somewhere, oh she's fine, and I'm obsessed, and then like a week or two will go by, and then I'll see somebody else and meet somebody else, and just completely forget about that person and move on from that person, and that is not healthy. And my entire judgment for relationships and for dating and for finding a spouse is predicated on physical attractiveness, and I know that that's bad, and I know that that's wrong because whenever you get older, you're not gonna be as attractive, or maybe you will because black don't crack. But like I know that those things are gonna. Beauty is fleeting, and all of other stuff. Substance is the most important. But like if you're not attracted to someone, why would you want to date someone that you're not attracted to? Like I want to wake up to you in the morning. Your breath is probably gonna be sour, but I want to wake up and see you with no makeup on. No wig on, no none of that on, and just your bare face, your natural face, and be like, dang, that's babe. Like you look fine. You look. I want you to look beautiful in your sleep, not because you got on makeup and all this other stuff that you use to enhance yourself, but just because you're naturally. I'm just attracted to you in your natural state, like not with anything added. Like I want to be naturally just physically attracted to you without makeup or all that other stuff. So it's not. I don't think it's wrong, but they were like, yeah, bro, there's something wrong with you. And so when I'm watching this new TV show and I think every woman on there is attractive, like, this is a problem. So I'm going through my social media because I remember talking to this girl and she was like, yeah, bro, like when we started talking, you was talking to everybody. So I was like, maybe I should, get rid of some stuff, like fix some stuff, stop talking to everybody, and like figure out who I actually like, who has substance and loves Jesus, and just pursue one person instead of five. So there is five women right now that five women that I was just really, really attracted to. And I thought they were awesome. I would definitely pursue a relationship with them. And as I began exploring those avenues, all five of them were no-goes. Not gonna happen. Not at all. And I'm basically at square one right now. But I was like, oh man, that's tough. But as I started looking through, like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have all these girls in my DMs, or I shouldn't be in DMs. I started looking through it, like some of my past, like, or older, like, threads and stuff. And I remember someone telling me, this is one of my friends that's extremely like straightforward with me. They just talk to me very direct, and they called me a womanizer, and I was like, hold on. And I'm extremely literal, so I looked up the definition of womanizer, and it was like someone who has sex with a bunch of women. So I was like, okay, that's not me because I'm not sleeping with these people. I'm not sleeping with anybody, so that's not me. But whenever I started to think about it, like, okay, this is bad. There was this girl, and I liked her. But I wasn't at a space where I was ready to date. But I liked her. And so when I told her I wasn't at a space where I was ready to date, she started talking to somebody else, which, I can respect that because I'm not going to date you. You feel like this person supposed to do that. And it kind of hurt my feelings. I think I told you guys this before. And so I started talking to like a couple of other girls just to validate myself and make me feel good about myself. I had no intention on dating them. I had no intention on being with them or pursuing anything with them. And I told them that. But I just wanted somebody to validate me and make me feel good. That is a womanizer. Uh, I'm a womanizer. Wow. So something needs to change. Obviously, I need to get more secure in myself and not need validation from women or relationships or people. But also, like, I just need to stop talking to everybody. Like, I need to find one. But it's so, like, this is my favorite thing about being single. I can talk to anybody that I want to. Like, this is why I'm single right now. Nafessa Williams is the reason why I'm single. Because I know that one day, like, I'm 27. One day, I can be out somewhere, maybe in Tennessee or in Maine or in New Mexico, something, or at the convenience store, or at a something, and she'll be walking by, just regular doing her life, and I'll be like, man, she's gorgeous, and she drops her necklace or bracelet or whatever, and I pick it up, and I'm like, hey, you dropped your, but she's too far, whatever, security surrounded by. Maybe not security because that's too much. But she's like, oh, she doesn't notice and she doesn't hear me or whatever. So I like, hey, you dropped your bracelet. I, Google it, search or whatever. I'm not that smart, so I don't know how that would actually work. But I find this bracelet and somehow I get to return it to her. She's at the same place the next day. Yeah, let's say that works. And I bring her bracelet like, hey, you dropped this yesterday, and then she just looks at me and like, we're just regular people. Like, I'm a regular person, but she's like an actress or whatever. And then like we fall in love. Like, that's the perfect love story. She wants a regular person. She doesn't want to be with another celebrity. She wants a regular guy, just a regular old boring Joe. And that's me. And then we fall in love. She's the reason why I'm single. I'm not going to date anyone right now around me because I don't know what all is out there. And that's another video for another time. Like, I don't want to date until I know for certain that I can commit to someone and know that I'm not missing out on anything else out there. And I know that comes with being secure and solid and stuff, but also I want to see what all is out there before I say, hey, I'm throwing it all in, trading it all in for you. Like, I want to see what all is out there because I'm sure there is a lot out there, but I guess when you meet the right person, you fall in love, then it all is or whatever. But yeah, like, so looks are going to fade away. But I live by this motto or this mantra because they have a mantra on Black Lightning, which is the show that I saw Nafessa Williams on. Um, but my mantra is it ain't real until you got options and choose not to have options. And in my head, that's perfect. Like, I got the juice. These girls is feeling me. It's several of them that want me. All of them want me. But I'm going to put them aside and I'm going to go for you. I'm going to give all it up and be with you. Like, in my mind, nothing greater. Nothing greater. Like, she could have all these men, but she gave all these men up, all these people, potential, whatever, gave them up so that she could be with me. In my mind, you chose me. That's what Bun B and Outkast and UGK was talking about. We trying to get chose. Like, chosen. You chose me. In my mind, perfect. That's everything. But I guess with girls, that's not it. Like, I guess they just want you to just be a eunuch and be to yourself, and then when you see them, just decide, you're the only one. I mean, I guess that makes sense. And also, you're not extending yourself and chasing all these relationships and stuff. So I need to work on being intentional with my dating and my engagements and my affections, so that I'm not pouring my love and adoration out on everyone because it ain't. And I do not want to be a womanizer. I love women. I open doors for women, cars doors, grocery store doors, church doors, the front door. I not because I don't think that they can, just because I respect and I honor women. So to think that I could be a womanizer is the most terrible. Some work that I have to do on myself so that I can be worthy of finding a spouse and marrying. So I'm gonna go do some work. You guys stay safe in this quarantine. I don't know how I'm going to find a spouse because I can't go nowhere. Only place you can go is to the grocery store. All the restaurants is closed. You got to go through the drive-thru. How am I to find her if I can't meet her? I don't want to meet somebody online and, oh, you're it. I'm not going on no dating site because they might be a man. I'm not doing it. How is this supposed to happen? I feel like maybe I just need to spend some time with me. Nah. I need to find So, Nefessa Williams, if you see this, could you just show up at my front door and then, like, I'll call my pastor and we can get married. That actually, let's not do that. Let's continue to live our lives separate, and if we meet, shoot my shot. Ballin'. Until then, thank you guys. Click, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, concerns, thoughts, complaints, share them. Look at my beard. You are a handsome, handsome rascal. Thank you guys for tuning in and getting her to say I do.